Hello everyone and welcome to Mr.MoFranchise. It's the end of Season 3 as we begin the Wild Card Weekend. And for the first time under Coach Mo, the Jaguars will be playing in the playoffs as we travel to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Before we do, looking at the end of the season, let's take a look at the standings in the NFL, starting with the AFC. In the AFC North, we saw the Ravens and Browns make the playoffs. The Ravens won the division with a 10-6 record, and my Steelers, my wonderful Steelers, had a horrible season at 3-12-1. I'm guessing that they're missing Ben Roethlisberger. In the AFC South, which is the Jaguar division, the Titans did win the division with a 10-6 record, but I finished 9-7 and made the playoffs as the last wild card team. And the Texans that made the playoffs last year for the AFC South went 4-12. In the AFC East, the Jets won the division for the second year in a row with an 11-4 record, and it's great to see the Patriots getting beaten down with a 3-13 record. In the AFC West, the Chiefs finished at 11-5 and won the division there, and the Raiders continue to struggle with a 4-12 record. In the NFC North, the Bears went 10-6 and won the division, and every other team in that division was close to 500. In the NFC South, the Buccaneers won the division, and the Panthers did make the wild card, and the Saints continue to struggle without Drew Brees with a 4-12 record. In the NFC East, we have a beast in the East, and that is the Cowboys finishing with a 15-1 record. They are heavily favored to make the Super Bowl, and the Eagles also made the playoffs at 10-6, and the football team had another bad season at 4-11-1. And in the NFC West, the Seahawks finished at a 10-6 record, the only team coming from that division to make the playoffs. Speaking of the playoffs, let's take a look at the playoff brackets. For wildcard weekend, the Browns will be traveling to Tennessee to take on the Titans, and we will be traveling to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. And your number 1 seed are the Jets, and the number 2 seed is the Chiefs. Over in the NFC, the Panthers will be traveling to Chicago to take on the Bears, and the Eagles will travel to Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And the Cowboys and Buccaneers will have the 1 and 2 seeds. Now, as far as how long the game will be played, since it is the playoffs, I don't roll for the playoffs. I always play a 4-quarter game with an 8-minute clock. As far as the effects of winning or losing this game, for playoff games, the approval rating doubles if I win. I rolled a 5. So if I lose, I will lose a -10 to the GM approval rating. However, if I win, I'll gain a 20. Since the benefits of winning, the GM will be much happier if we win than upset if we lose, since it is the playoffs. As far as scouting goes, there is no scouting during Wild Card Weekend, and there are no random events during Wild Card Weekend. Now, before we get to the playoff game, let's take a look at what happened leading up to the game. So, taking a look at the upgrade before the playoffs, David Njoku gets an upgrade at tight end. He's going to go with vertical threat, and he is going to get a huge bump. He gets 1 in awareness, 1 break tackle, 3 catch in traffic, 1 deep route, 1 juke move, 1 pass block, 1 pass block finesse, 1 pass block power, 1 release, 1 short route, 1 spec catch, and 1 spin move. That is a lot of upgrading for David Njoku. Bodes well for the Jaguars in the future. So here we go. Traveling to Baltimore. They are a 6-point favorite according to Vegas. This is the first playoffs under Coach Mo. It took 3 years to get here. It was a massive rebuild, but it's finally here. Playoff football in year 3. It's going to be a tough matchup for the Jaguars going against this 10-6 Ravens team. We don't need to say it. They have arguably the most dangerous running threat at quarterback in the league with Jackson. What will they do to stop Lamar Jackson from running up and down the field? It's going to take a lot of focus, maybe spying the quarterback. Here come the Ravens. They decided to go with their purple uniforms. And the Jaguars go with the teal uniforms in contrast. Ravens, Jaguars, NFL playoffs start today. You can hear the emotion in the crowd. This is the Ravens team that's used to the playoffs. The Jaguars, not so much. It's been a long journey for this Jaguars team. A lot of losing in the first couple of years, and it's finally paid off. They trusted in the process. Here we see the wild card round standings. The other action, Cleveland and Tennessee. The Ravens look ready. Trey Lance looks nervously excited. And it's time for playoff football. Here we go from Baltimore. Baltimore won the toss and elected to defer. Jaguars getting the kickoff in the end zone, and they are going to take a touchback. And that's going to bring out the second-year quarterback, Trey Lance. Here are his numbers in the season. 3,000 yards passing, 19 touchdowns against 16 interceptions. That 19-to-16 ratio needs to get better. Hopefully in year 3, Trey Lance will improve those numbers. First down and 10 from the 25. Now the shotgun is Trey Lance. Here we go. Back to pass is Trey Lance. He's going to scramble out to the right. He's got a man in the flat, partially open, but it is incomplete. And that's going to take us to second down. And one more time we look at this Jaguars offensive line. Improved from the previous year, but still needs some work. Second down and 10. Once again out of the shotgun, single back. This is going to be a handoff to Kylan Hill, and he's going to run up the middle for a gain of 6. Unfortunately, it looks like he is down on the play. That will not help the Jaguars' chances of winning if he's out of this game. Yes, Marlon Mack is the backup, but they are going to need Kylan Hill's speed if they're going to want to compete in this game. Kylan Hill stumbles off to the sideline there. Third down and 4. Lance back to pass, has lots of time, and he finds Chris Olave for a first down. Good job by the offensive line of the Jaguars there, giving Trey Lance all kinds of time for Olave to find open space. And that's a 17-yard gain. And the Jaguars will have it near midfield. Let's watch the replay there. Chris Olave had the time to get open, thanks to this Jaguars front. And that makes it first and 10. Single back, Marlon Mack in the backfield. He's going to run up the middle for a gain of 7 yards. Once again, good job by the Jaguars and the offensive line there. Foot spraining for Kylan Hill. He should be back for too long. Second and 3. Lance back to pass. And that is going to be incomplete. His intended target was Kyle Pitts. Good coverage there by the Ravens. Speaking of, let's take a look at that Ravens defense. Led up front by Lorenzo Neal at the nose tackle. And the linebacker core anchored by middle linebacker Patrick Queen. And in the secondary, you've got Marcus Peters, Earl Thomas. What a defensive secondary. Third down and 3. Lance back to pass, and he is going to be brought down on the sack. That is the linebacker Matthew Judon. First sack of the day for the Ravens, and that'll force the Jaguars to punt. They did a good job moving the ball a little bit, but they are stopped here at midfield. And that's going to bring out the kicker for the Ravens. For the Jaguars. Logan Cook is going to try to pin the Ravens inside the 20. This ball's going to be downed at the 10-yard line. Good punt coverage there by the Jaguars. And that's going to bring out Lamar Jackson for the Ravens. Their first possession. First and 10 at the 10-yard line. Lamar Jackson is going to hand this off on the counter, and the Jaguars are there to stop it. J.K. Dobbins with the 4-yard loss. Taven Bryant on the tackle. That's going to make it second down and 14. Let's watch the replay there. Look at Taven Bryant. In on that. Good penetration there by Bryant. The Jaguars are going to win this game. That's the kind of play they're going to need up front by Taven Bryant. Second 14. And there's another hit by Taven Bryant. Wow, he looks pumped to play this game. Look at that energy. It looks like it's the Ravens versus Taven Bryant here in the first quarter. Boom! Shakalaka. What a play there by Taven Bryant. This Jaguar team looks ready to play today. Third down and 16, and these Ravens are pinned deep out of the I formation. They're going to hand it off, and they're going to pick up several yards there. J.K. Dobbins gets a respectable gain, but that is going to be well short of the first down. The Jaguars will be receiving in really good field position here. Here's the punt by Sam Cook, one of the captains of the Ravens, and what a change of position. They had it at the 11, and he kicks it all the way down to the 16-yard line. I mean, that's why you're a captain as a punter. Sam Cook completely changed the field position game in this playoffs. First and 10, screen pass. Kylan Hill, good to see him back in the game, but he's going to be stopped for a 4-yard loss. Nice job by the Ravens to pick up that screen play. Second down and long, empty backfield for the Jaguars. Knockdown. Good play there by the Ravens. That's going to make it 3rd down and 14. Lance back to pass. He's got a man open. That's a 1st down to Laviska Shenault across the middle. 1st down and 10 at the 27. Jaguars picking up the pace. And there's Laviska Shenault once again for a 12-yard gain. 1st and 10 from the 39. Jaguars looking good here in the 1st quarter. Here's a stretch play to Kylan Hill. Makes a little juke move. Picks up 4 yards on that play. 2nd down and 6. This is going to be a handoff to Kylan Hill to the outside and a 1st down. Took it back inside. That's now 3 rushes for 20 yards for Kylan Hill, who shook off that earlier injury. 1st and 10 at midfield. Hand off to Marlon Mack. Mack comes in for some tough yards at the middle. 4-yard gain. 2nd down and 6. Trey Lance back to pass here on 2nd down. Dumps it off to Colin Johnson. Johnson picking up 3 tough yards there. And now the Jaguars are in that deep field goal range. 3rd and 3. Lance making some changes. Approaching the 2-minute portion here in the 1st quarter. And that is a 1st down catch. Chris Olave looking sharp here in the 1st quarter. 1st and 10 now for the Jaguars from the 33-yard line. Here's a handoff to Kylan Hill. Ravens do a much better job bottling up there for a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9. Lance back to pass. Lots of time. Gets rid of it right before he gets hit. And that is Keon Skinner, the kick returner, showing that he can do more than return kicks. And that is a 1st and goal from the 10. Under a minute to play. Handoff to Kylan Hill. He's going to be stopped for a 1-yard loss. Nice play there by Leonard Floyd, the linebacker for the Ravens. 2nd and goal from the 11. That is going to be knocked down for, it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 11. So far, the Jaguars doing a good job of hanging with these Ravens. But Trey Lance held on to it way too long there. Patrick Queen on the delayed blitz. He came in unopposed. That's going to take us to the end of the 1st quarter. A scoreless 1st quarter. And the first play out of the end of the 1st quarter is going to be a kick from Matthew McCrane. The sure-footed McCrane right down the middle. And the Jaguars silence this crowd with a 3-0 lead. And Jaguars starting to believe this is a possibility. They can come into Baltimore and show they belong. After the touchback, Lamar Jackson's going to have it 1st and 10 from the 25. It's going to be a handoff to J.K. Dobbins, and he's going to pick up a short gain. Make it 2nd down and 8. So far, great job by the Jaguars up front, limiting this rushing game of the Ravens. Speaking of, once again, J.K. Dobbins isn't able to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 12. Lamar Jackson all by himself in the backfield on 3rd and 12. And this is going to be, he finds his man. 1st down for the Ravens. And tack on the personal foul for the face mask. Add insult to injury. Not only did they give up the 3rd and long, but Levi Wallace is called on the 15-yard face mask penalty. And just like that, the Ravens are already in field goal range. When you have Justin Tucker, you are in field goal range at the 41-yard line. Hand off to J.K. Dobbins, who once again finds it hard to find any sort of running room. That's 5 rushes for only 2 yards. 2nd down and 10. This time the Ravens going deep. They've got a man open. That is going to be a touchdown. Marquise Brown on the touchdown. That is a 41-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars get burned in the secondary. They've been playing a lot of up to the line ball with press coverage. And Lamar Jackson showed he can do more than just run the ball, as he finds his open man, Marquise Brown, for the touchdown. And just like that, the Ravens had the 7-3 lead. I'm not even going to show you the extra points from Justin Tucker, because we all know the best kicker in the NFL is going to make that extra point, and I'm not going to waste your time with that. So the Jaguars start at the 31-yard line, down 7-3. Hand off to Kylan Hill, who does a good job shaking and baking up the middle for a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6, as we now approach under 6 minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter. There's another nice run by Kylan Hill, who's already got 31 yards rushing. He picks up the first down. Jaguars trying to respond here. And there is an interception thrown by Trey Lance. The interception brought to you by the captain of the Ravens, Earl Thomas III, and he is in the zone. Trey Lance thought he had his receiver on the out pattern. Watching the replay, that is what we call double coverage in the NFL. Like to get that one back, but you're not going to be able to. So it's first down, and now the Ravens have momentum. Best run of the day so far for J.K. Dobbins. He does pay a price at the end with a strong hit, but he picks up 9. And now the Ravens throw it to number 15. That is Marquise Brown once again, and he has another touchdown. And just like that, the Ravens have exploded for 2 Marquise Brown touchdowns here in the second quarter. And what appeared to be Jacksonville leading and feeling confident, the Ravens are now up by 11 in the blink of an eye. What can Brown do for you? Well, he can score 2 touchdowns. Look at that broken tackle. Gotta make that tackle if you're DeMonte Kazee. He doesn't. And just like that, the Ravens are up 14-3. Here's Keon Skinner on the return. And he's going to take this back to the 30-yard line. Under 5 minutes to play. Jaguars need to respond here. You cannot get down by much more, or else the Ravens are going to run away with this. It's run. No, it's a play action. Trey Lance lots of time. He's got a man across the middle, and that is Colin Johnson. Colin Johnson in one play has the Jaguars already in field goal position. But they need more than a field goal here. First and 10, single back. That is Kylan Hill. Runs it to the left side. Breaks the tackle. Picks up 7. Kylan Hill's looking good. Scoreboard doesn't show it, 14-3, but he is running well. Lance making an audible to line. He's going to hand it to Kylan Hill, who has the first down. It's going to be first and 10 from the 25. Under 3.5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Trey Lance looking, and Trey Lance is going to throw. That is going to be knocked down. And it's going to make it second down. I think that was Eli Presley on the knockdown, was it? No, I think it was Derek Wolfe. Wolfe knocked that down. On second and 10, David Njoku catches the first down action. That is an 18-yard pickup, and it's first and goal from the 7. Lance back to pass. Looks like it's a screen. No, he is going to be sacked. Taken down by the Ravens. And that is that Derek Wolfe that we mentioned earlier. Now it's second and goal all the way back at the 18-yard line. 2.5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Lance is going to drop back to pass. He's going to find David Njoku, and Njoku picks a lot of that lost yardage back all the way to the 7. It's going to be third and goal from the 7. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. The Jaguars are trailing by 11, but they are threatening here. Let's see what happens on this third and goal play. Lance all by himself. He's going to dump this off to Colin Johnson. He didn't see anybody else open. He takes the safe throw. Going to take the points, hopefully. Here's Matthew McCrane, the sure-footed Matthew McCrane. Down by 11, 1:55 to play. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Right down the middle. And it's 14-6 after the touchback. The Ravens have the ball, first and 10 from the 25, and this is a pass once again to Marquise Brown. He has really upped his game here in the second quarter. I mean, Lamar Jackson's only thrown 4 times this whole game, and 3 of them have been to Marquise Brown, and 2 of those have been touchdowns. Here's a pass to someone else not named Marquise Brown. That is to Scott. And Scott picks up a first down, and the Ravens are in the hurry-up. And this is going to go to their amazing tight end, Mark Andrews, one of their captains. And all of a sudden, the Ravens have it first and 10 in the red zone, looking to extend this 8-point lead. Under a minute to play. Lamar Jackson back, and Lamar Jackson's going to be brought down on the sack. Taven Bryan, a man among boys right now. He came to play. Second down and 17. Lamar Jackson brought down on another sack. And this is going to be a hold on the Ravens. Will Coach Mo accept it or not is the question. That was on Dylan Wanham, their right tackle. And they're going to decline it. It's going to be 3rd down and 20. Lamar Jackson on 3rd and 20. He's looking to... Oh, no! They give up the first down! No! 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 Mark Andrews picks up the first down on 3rd and 20. What are the Jaguars doing on 3rd and long? Just killing us. 1st and goal from the 6. Jaguars cannot afford to give up a touchdown here. That is caught. No, it's dropped. It looked like Marquise Brown was going to hold on to it. Might have saved the Ravens because they have no timeouts left. 2nd and goal. Oh, a backbreaker there. Touchdown. Touchdown, Allen Robinson. And that, if you can hear it in my voice, is a killer. We had the Ravens 3rd and 20. You know, a field goal there only makes it 17-6, but a touchdown there now is a 21-6 game. And I can't even try to hide the frustration in my voice. Totally changes momentum. That certainly feels like the Buccaneers score the other day to the Packers. A late score at the end of the half. Speaking of the half, that's going to take us to the end of the half, and there is the tail of the tape. Jaguars had the one takeaway. They have more yards passing, more points, more Jackson, more. This could be a long day here in Baltimore. What started out to be looking very promising. And on top of it, we've got to kick off. Let's see if the second half brings some luck and maybe some skill. But right now, the Jaguars need a lot of that because they are trailing 21-6. 1st and 10 for Lamar Jackson at the 23-yard line. Going to be a handoff to J.K. Dobbins. He's going to be stopped once again. That's on Josh Allen, the tackle there. That's a 3-yard loss. Overall, the Jaguars' run defense has been spectacular. It's been their long 3rd down pass coverage, and that's really been wrecking us all year long. We've got to really improve that next season. But let's keep this season going. But in order to do that, we got to get the ball back here on another 3rd and long. Lamar Jackson's going to take off running. We have to contain. Take him down. We do. Good job there holding Lamar Jackson to a 7-yard gain. He got half of it back, but that's not enough. Good job getting the ball back on 3rd and long. And here's the punt from Sam Cook. Once again, boots one. And Keon Skinner's going to take this back to the 23-yard line. All right, we got the ball back. Let's see if we can cut in this lead. 1st and 10. Trey Lance all by himself. He's going to throw this to David Njoku. Njoku breaks the tackle and bursts forward for an 8-yard gain. And the Ravens have to keep their players on the field as the Jaguars are going hurry up. 2nd and 3. And that is a 1st down pass to Laviska Shenault. And once again, the Jaguars are going to go to the quick pace. Down by 15, not a bad idea. Trey Lance, single back. He's going to throw this. He finds David Njoku again. Njoku has a 1st down and more. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling all the way to the 48-yard line. 1st and 10. Jaguars cross midfield. Continuing that picked up pace. And here's a pass to Laviska Shenault. Shenault on the out route picks up 20 yards. And the Jaguars are in business. This is going to be a handoff to Kyle Hill, and he's got running room. That's a gain of 7. Jaguars offense looking solid here. Can they cut into this lead? Yes, points would be good, but man, they really need a touchdown here. Trey Lance finds a slant route to Colin Johnson, and that's another 1st down. Lance with all kinds of time. Oh, he's got to have an internal clock in his head. You know, it's too much time to hold on to the ball. That was Thomas on the sack. 2nd down and 18. This is floated to Laviska Shenault. Gets half of that back. It's 3rd down and 9. They still can get the 1st down without getting the touchdown. Trey Lance gets it. He throws it. And that is going to be intercepted. Hovering there in the back was Tayshaun Gibson. He just read Trey Lance's eyes. This interception hurts. And it hurts really bad. Let's watch the replay. Trey Lance, he just telegraphed that too much. He kept his eyes on the receiver. way too long. And Tayshaun Gibson's too much of a pro to not see that developing. Costly interception there. And the Ravens have the ball back. That's a first down run by Mark Ingram. And it's going to be 2nd down and 7. Ravens have a pretty good backfield there. When you talk about they have Lamar Jackson, Mark Ingram, J.K. Dobbins. They are a rushing force to be reckoned with. And overall, this Jaguars defense has done a great job stopping the run today. It's just been the turnovers and the pass coverage. On 2nd and 11 there, we have a penalty flag, and that's going to be holding. Interesting. That's going to be on Dylan Waddle. That's his second holding call of the game at the right tackle position. That's going to make it 2nd down and 21. Here's a quick pass outside. That was going for very little to Nick Boyle, the second tight end for the Ravens. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 21. Now, come on, Jaguars. Stop him on 3rd and long. Here's a dump off to Mark Ingram, and he gets, a couple yards, but way short of the first down. And that brings out Sam Cook again. Good job, Jaguars defense. And Sam Cook, look at this leg. He punched that all the way into the end zone. So the Jaguars will have it 1st and 10 from the 20 as we approach the waning seconds here in the 3rd quarter. Trey Lance is going across the middle. What a kick. Oh, it's dropped. Looked like it was going to be a pretty good catch there. Trey Lance is going to move out to the right. He's going to throw this across his body to the other side, and it's going to be incomplete. Trey Lance, you got to have that. He had an open receiver. Those are the kind of throws Trey Lance has got to start making. And that is a horrible 3 and out. The Jaguars are going to pump before even the end of the 3rd quarter. If you want to see what it's like to have 3 bad pass plays, I think you just saw it. 2 drops and a missed throw by the quarterback. That was our chance to get right back in this game, and we let them off the hook. And that run's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. It's all Ravens right now, 21-6. And honestly, it's hard to blame the defense. The offense has turned the ball over a couple of times in key spots, and the run defense has been superb. Another example right there. Ricard can't get anything going. Patrick Ricard, the fullback, actually lost a yard, and it's 3rd and 4. And once again, there is what plagues the Jaguars. 3rd down pass coverage. They're going to need to look to improve that going into next season, because it's plagued them for the 3 seasons under Coach Mo. Giving up 3rd down. I don't know if 3rd and 4 wasn't long, but I mean, their run defense, I think, is doing fantastic. But the 3rd down right there, another example. We give up 8 yards, 7 yards, 3rd down and 3. I formation. Come on now, Jaguars defense. Quick double screen out. Good job sniffing that play out. And out comes the future Hall of Famer Justin Tucker for a 56-yard field goal. This would give the Ravens a 3-score lead. The kick is up, and the kick is short. The kick is short. Justin Tucker, write it down. He misses a kick in the playoffs. Yes, this was a 56-yard field goal, but the importance of that kick is not just the Jaguars getting good field position, but that keeps us a 2-score game. And hope is still alive here with the Jaguars. 1st and 10, 5:49 to go here in the 4th. That is dropped once again. Another drop by the Jaguars. 2nd down and 10 from the 46. Lance, lots of time to throw. Got to get rid of it, Trey. Get rid of it. Run. Get rid of it. What are you doing? Interception. No! Trey Lance, you're killing me, son. Trey Lance. We're wearing teal, Trey. Don't throw to the people in purple. Oh, he went on the run, and he thought he had the man open, and then it wasn't to be. Earl Thomas, showing why he's the captain of this defense. That is his 2nd pick of the day. Trey Lance, he's going to be seeing that play over and over in his head. Now, he's got many more years ahead of him, but that play, his first playoff game, he's going to have Earl Thomas in his nightmares, because that is his 3rd pick of the day, to Earl Thomas, and that might seal it. Down by 15, the Ravens are driving. Lamar Jackson on a play action. Oh, what a juke play there. Oh, Mark Andrews making the Jaguars defense look just silly. And with 4:36 to go, Baltimore fans are punching their ticket on to the next round. And right now, the Jaguars, down by 22, are thinking about the what-ifs and the what-could-have-beens. 28-6, 4:30 to go in the game. Trey Lance once again scrambling out to his right, lots of time, doesn't get rid of it. That's another sack by the veteran Matthew Judon of the Ravens. And now it's second down and 22. Trey Lance is throwing the deep out there. That is Laviska Shenault who drops the ball. Trey Lance now 18 of 31 with 3 interceptions. 3rd and 22. And that is going to be incomplete as well. Receiver had his hand on it, but in triple coverage, very hard to come down that ball. And Coach Mo says, let's go for it on 4th and 22. Why not? And there's a deep get. It's caught by Chris. No, it's dropped. Chris Olave had it. And then who else but Earl Thomas comes in and throws down a beatdown. Oh, Earl Thomas single-handedly is winning this game. I don't know who they're going to give the MVP to. Obviously, Lamar Jackson's a candidate. Definitely Marquise Brown with 2 touchdown receptions is a candidate. But you have to think that the MVP of this game, who's turned this game around, is Earl Thomas. An interception in the red zone. An interception later on in the game. And there, any chance that the Jaguars had to get back into it were dashed the moment that Earl Thomas came in there and put the beat down on our players. And with 2:46 to go, Justin Tucker is going to make this 31-6, as he's not going to miss again. That's a 25-point game, and for those of you that have stayed around and think, oh, Coach Mo's going to have a tremendous comeback here in the 4th quarter, well, I think you know now, those are only the dreams of people who do not have an idea that we've scored 6 points this game. We are not going to score 25 in 2 minutes and 29 seconds. That being said, I appreciate you sticking around to see, can we actually get into double digits? Second down and 10, 2:28 to go. And yeah, I sound a little down, but let's look at the positives as we close out this game. This team started out as a complete rebuild. In season 1, we won a handful of games, but it was ugly. You might remember who we had back then, Gardner Minshew. And then at the end of that year, we had the draft. And we got Trey Lance and a bunch of other players that I believe are going to be the future of this Jaguars team. And then the next season, we went and won more games. And so Coach Mo was building and building and building. Then we get to year 3, and, you know, we had a 3-game win streak early in the season. We were 4-2 at one point, and then we hit a wall, and we lost 3 in a row. At that point, we were 4-5, and things didn't look like they were going to amount to much. But then we won 4 of the last 5 games, and if there's anything to build on, it's this. Up until this playoff game, we had won 4 of our last 5 games. Did we deserve to make the playoffs? Maybe, maybe not, but we did. And that solidifies Coach Mo as the coach of this team moving forward. Maybe now the heat will be off from the GM, who is starting to wonder if Coach Mo was the answer. But I think we've seen in the 3 years that Coach Mo has turned this team around. And can this team that's full of young stars, can they keep growing in the offseason? We're going to have to wait and see. But I like the future of this team. I know 31-6 doesn't look it. And I know that Trey Lance's 3 interceptions just have a little bit to be desired. But let's face it, this is the 3rd year under Coach Mo, and they made the playoffs in the 3rd year. And I think the future is bright here in Jacksonville. And I think Trey Lance is going to learn a lot from this game. There's another drop pass. Yeah, they're hard catches to make. But, you know, our receivers could do a better job for Trey, you know, catching a couple of these balls. But like I said, I think, you know, we're just a couple pieces away from being serious contenders. You know, clearly right now the talent gap between us and the Ravens is obvious. But let's face it, for a while there, we were ahead in this game 3-0. Our run defense was stellar. We've got to do a better job in the offseason trying to patch up our secondary. But that's next season. Congratulations to the Baltimore Ravens. They win this game. They win it pretty handily. It's easy to point to the 3 turnovers. Let's look at Trey Lance's numbers. 21 of 42, only completing 50% of his passes. No touchdowns, 3 interceptions. That's not going to win you playoff football. Kylan Hill, 10 rushes for 49 yards. He had 4.9 average. David Njoku led us in catches, 6 catches for 78 yards. Laviska Shenault had 5 catches for 63 yards. Those 2 look good. Colin Johnson had a surprising game, 4 catches for 43 yards. And Chris Olave had 3 catches for 57 yards. But look over that right column, you can see a lot of drops. Let's look at that right now. 2 drops by Hill, 2 drops by Olave, 1 by Njoku, 1 by Shenault, 1 by Pitts. That's a lot of drops in a playoff game. A lot of drops. Got to shore that up as well. As far as the blocking goes, we gave up 5 sacks here. We got to improve on that as well. Now, I would say some of that was in part to the fact that Trey Lance held onto the ball too long. And that's something I've got to work on. As far as the tackles go, Caleb Chason led us with Taven Bryan with 6. I mean, Taven Bryan was a beast for us this game. 6 tackles, 3 for loss, 2 sacks. He came to play. He was clearly a veteran today. He played like a superstar. Actually, the whole up front did a good job of holding the Ravens' rushing offense down. Our secondary's got to get better. Looking at improvements in the offseason here, Jake Hansen is going to move up to a 66. He moves up 1 in man coverage, 1 play rec, 1 tackle, 2 zone coverage. And he gets to go up another point. Jake Hansen going up to a 67. Solid backup right there. Play recognition 1, tackle plus 2. The 6-foot, 1-inch guy from Illinois. Here's Trevor Williams getting a point in zone coverage. And he's going to go from an 82 to an 83. Our captain. He gets 1 awareness, 2 play rec, 2 press, 1 tackle, and 1 zone coverage. Good to see Trevor Williams, our captain, moving up in progression. Next up is J.R. Reed, our backup free safety. He's going to bump up to a 68, and he's going to go up 2 in zone coverage. Next up, these are some backup players. Chris Claybrooks is going to go up to 66. He gets 1 awareness and 3 zone coverage. Lester Cross, a middle linebacker, our depth guy. He's also on special teams. He goes up to a 66. 1 awareness, 1 block shed, 3 play rec. I think he's on special teams. Or is he on our practice squad? I don't know. Stanley Thomas Oliver goes up to a 66. He gains 2 awareness, 1 play rec, and 2 zone coverage. And finally, Seth Williams on the practice squad. He's going to move a point in deep threat. He's going to gain several. 2 awareness, 1 catching, 1 deep route, 1 elusive, 1 speed, and 1 spin move. I like that. Plus 1 speed for Seth Williams. Up to a 64 overall. So, Season 3 comes to a close sooner than I wanted, but still, once again, I'm pretty pleased that we made it to the playoffs. That being said, the GM did lose a little bit of confidence in Coach Mo. Maybe a better showing would have been better, but we go from a -4 with the GM to a -14. You don't like to see that, but certainly making a playoff spot Coach Mo another year of being the coach of this Jacksonville Jaguars team. Well, what a season it was. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, think about subscribing, smash that like button. Tell a friend what's going on here in Jacksonville. I want to thank everyone who's been with this team so far. I took a couple months off there to relax, but now I'm ready to do more Jacksonville Jaguars football and excited to see where this team could go in the offseason with the draft, and the future of this team looks bright indeed. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.